Good day to Madam. I'm Punyanki, matrix number 253468. I'm the internship student of semester A202. Today I'll be present about my practicum training at Hotel Casuarina Meru, Ipoh. At first, I would like to introduce a little bit about my practicum placement, which is Hotel Casuarina Meru. So Hotel Casuarina Meru was a 4-star hotel and can be categorized as a business class hotel, and it's a hotel under management of Perak Corporation Berhad. The hotel was located at the center of Ipoh, expanded township of Bandar Meru Raya, and is only a few minutes drive from Ipoh town and walking distance from the Jaya bus terminal. And regarding the product of the hotel, Hotel Casuarina Meru comes with 146 stylish guest room and suites, which separated into 65 rooms and 81 suites that are ready to accommodate a range of budget level at the same time for all the people. The hotel also well equipped with conference center, business center, food and beverage outlets, recreational amenities, and retail unit to satisfy current market demands and explore the industry future potential. There are also popular attractions nearby such as the Mighty Mall and Cine Drive are within 15-minute walk of the Hotel Casuarina Meru, where the guests could visit in a short distance. This is the logo of Hotel Casuarina Meru Ipoh. The basic color of the logo is in black and white and only with the name of hotel. This simple design will let the guests easily to recognize and memorize the brand. In this slide, we can see that there are 7 room types that's offered by Hotel Casuarina Meru. So they are the Superior Room, Deluxe, Studio, Premier Suite, Family Suite, Presidential Suite, and the Royal Suite. Next will be the facility that offered in Hotel Casuarina Meru. So the most iconic facility will be the Casuarina Convention Center, which is the largest pillar ballroom which have the capacity up to 2,500 people. So it appropriates for any event and any large event. There are iconic facilities such as coffee shop, restaurant, massage chair, gym room, Kumala Wellness and Spa, Hilton Boutique, mini library, convenience shops, and others. After the introduction of company, I'll briefly talk about the company analysis, which uses the SWOT analysis to analyze a hotel. So SWOT is strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. It's an approach to assessing the hotel competitive position and developing a strategic plan. There are internal factors and external factors from SWOT analysis. The internal factor will be the strength and weaknesses, and the external factor will be the opportunity and threats. So firstly, we will introduce about the internal factor, which is the strength and weaknesses of the hotel. The first strength of the hotel is the strategic location, where the hotel is surrounded with various attractions and facilities that will be enabled to guests to visit, such as the Cine Drive and the Jaya bus terminal. Next will be loyal customer. As the hotel is under Perak Corporation Brand, so sometimes the staff will be under group will be the frequent visitor to help event due to the quality commission facility. Next will be the high review count. Among other hotel in the same area, a Hotel Casuarina Meru have a higher review at online travel agents such as Agoda and Traveloka. So the high review could lead to the good reputation and attract more guests lah. And the next will be weakness. The first weakness is a lack of facility. That the facility might not able to be fully satisfied for the guests, which the hotel could not have a swimming pool as the swimming pool is a basic facility for most customers. And the next will be high turnover rate, as the hotel could not afford too much guests due to the lack of staff because the staff are not satisfied with the unstable working hour or high stress, and it caused the working working hour will not go for the long period. The next will be external factors such as opportunity and threats. The first opportunity will be expand market, where the Hotel Casuarina Meru can expand its market to the other area, such as over a state or over a country. Next will be a good marketing strategy applied by the Hotel Casuarina Meru, which is user the digital marketing. As most of the people nowadays spend most of their time update their news using social media. So by using social media, The hotel could promote and update the newsfeed for the guests at the moment. The next will be end user willing to feedback. The customer feedback could be gained with platforms such as message, email, and phone calls. And the threats will be within industry competitor. There are various competitors around hotel area that decrease the guest source. For instance, the Cute Hotel, T Hotel, Club Hotel, and Sun Inn Hotel Meru Raya they compete for the same guest source. The next of the threat will be the global health issue about the COVID-19. The health issue of COVID-19 has bring negative effect to the customer sources affected, where there is no traveler able to travel at this moment. So the hotel is facing the loss of income and the loss of customer at the moment. Here is the recommendation that overcome for the weakness and threat they discover in the SWOT analysis. So the first will be the freebies and promotional service should be offered. The second will increase the different facilities, especially the swimming pool. The third will be the modern innovation of hotel facilities improves the business performance. The fourth will be effective employment and training for employees. The last one will keep guests and workers fully updated on what's going to happening on, especially regarding the COVID-19. In this section, I will be talking about the tasks, duties, and responsibility during the practicum in the reservation department or front office department as an telephone operator. During this practicum, I has been assigned to work in reservation department as an operator. So as an operator, the first side is to pick up the phone and answer incoming call directly. I will accept all the calls through the operator phone. So the call will be initiated from two different sources, which is internet and external. So the internet call will coming from in-house guests or the inter-department call. Meanwhile, for the external call, mostly will for the guests that inquire about the availability and prices of a room, the details of facilities, and other relevant promotion during the period. So, and the next will be manage reservation through the system. Through the incoming phone call, the guests might have a room booking diary. So I will ask the details and the guest reservation details to record in the system diary. So, and I will repeating and checking the detail during call to ensure the accuracy. The next will be transferring call. When there are requests or inquiries that needed help from other department, I will be responsible to transfer the call by using the line extension number. If for guests, I will require to guests to wait a moment during transferring call. The last step assigned was handover presentation between shifts. I'm required to create a handover that record the reservation or task detail to have to follow up by the next shift and then presenting during a small briefing at 3 p.m. to the staff. And this is a procedure as a telephone operator. So firstly, when arrived hotel, it was have to thumbnail for the attendance for the day and initial stage of work. I was revise back all the handover document from the last shift to ensure that any reservation should be listed as urgent matter have to require to settle early. So after revise all the handover, and I was proceeded to handle all the reservation by looking through the email and started to picking up the phone. There might numerous of incoming call. So by answering external call, I have more careful attention by dealing with the guests. Therefore, a formal statement such as "Good evening, thank you for calling Hotel Casuarina Meru," thank you speaking, and how may I assist you was used as daily statement as the call. For internet call, it might be originate from guest in-house or inter-department, so I will use a statement such as "Good evening, is he speaking, how may I assist you?" For the call. However, there's a situation that need to transfer call. I will be saying that please wait a moment, allow me to transfer the line to the sales department. In this process, I'll also manage the reservation from email by using system. So after that, before half an hour of the changing shift, I will revise back all the reservation that need to follow up by the next shift and create a new handover document which recorded to write and unfollow tasks. Lastly, During the briefing, I will be responsible to present all the entire tasks that needed to follow up in the document so that all the staff will be clear about the reservation, details, and important matters should be given attention. This section will be the case analysis. There are a few issues that is covered during practicum that makes a deep impression of me. So this presentation will talk about the issue happened or problem identified during the practicum. There are two issue or problem identified, which is staffing issue and cancellation of buffet. The staffing issue can be categorized into two issues, which attitude of front office staff and insufficient staff member. The attitude of front office staff will be the cases of loyal guests complained about the attitude of one of the front office staff, as the staff was ignored the guest inquiry and the staff were impatient and seems annoyed that complained by the loyal guest. Next will be insufficient staff member, which the cases include the reservation staff had to assist front desk in the few times, especially during the peak season, and there was a long queue at front desk during the peak hour. The next will be cancellation of buffet. The cancellation of buffet event due to the rises of COVID-19 cases. So many guests complain and require for refund regarding the deposit they have paid for the seat of the buffet. And some guests was asking the reason of the cancellation also. This is the strategy or action undertaken to overcome or solve the issue or problem. Regarding issue of staff issue, the duty manager had reviewed this problem during the briefing, and according to the front office staff, that there was high workload and the front office staff were not able to answer the guests properly. So in this case, the manager was responsible to apologize to the guests and offer the guests with some incentive, such as a discount for the stay and extra voucher for the breakfast. So the front desk also was responsible to serve wisely for the guests who show the regret by the hotel during the guest stay. And the manager also decided to enhance the interpersonal skill of every front office by establish the training, so this type of cases would not happen again. The front office also facing the issue of insufficient staff, as in this case the manager decided to employ more staff according to the standard. So the staff recruitment will be done by the human resource manager. The front office manager also discussed the related issue with human resource manager regarding the recruitment. During the period of recruitment, the manager also give instruction that any staff that are familiar with the front desk procedure could assist the front desk officer, especially during the peak hour. Regarding the cancellation of buffet event had affected most of the association because they pay for the buffet deposit. So in this case, we will pass to the food and beverage department as they will in charge for the refund. So another cases will for the guests that still inquire about the availability, I was instructed by supervisor to reject all the guests in order manually and provide the sufficient reason for the guests to ensure they clearly know about the actual situation. And however, the front office manager also discussed the regarding refund with the food and environment manager to provide a better plan to compensate the guests. Through all the issue or cases happen, there are the lessons learned from the situation. Firstly, the self-control was important when working in front desk. Learn to be patient and listen to the guests. Apologize is an attitude should be learned while facing the severe issue. Find alternative ways that could solve the problem instead to ignoring them, and treat all the guests as a VIP. This section will talk about the reflection, which included three parts. It's a self-evaluation, relevancy of the organization with the study program, organization management readiness to cooperate and consider the situation and difficulties encountered. So this part will presenting about the self-evaluation of myself. There are two parts which categorize into achievement, skill acquired, and the weakness. With the achievement, I feel that my communication skill will improve, and I also improved the vocabulary as every time I was dealing with the guests through phone call. So I have to answer all the incoming call. So this give opportunity to improve communication skill and vocabulary. I also learned the ways to generate a formal and adequate sentence to deal with the guests, such as the everyday greeting while incoming calls, and generate a formal sentence as mentioned previously. And the next will obtain the time management skills. In front office department, there will be multitasking, so time management skills is an important that I obtain how to manage the all the tasks, and also obtain the stress management skills as I have to handle our stress although I'm facing the service situation and various of tasks. I also know how to handle personal emotion better when working. Will I will listen to the guest patiently, although the guests were in a complaint situation. And the lastly, I increase my self-confidence and ability to speak in front of a group of people, especially when during a briefing, the handover briefing, I will present about all the reservation details that need to follow up for the next shift. So this is the second part of the self-evaluation, which is the weakness of discover. So the first is I will easily make mistake and careless during managing reservation information. Where they are the cases, I will make careless mistake in the reservation details where I do not have a habit to checking all the details again and again. So this is the weakness that I should change. The second is the lack of critical thinking skills when dealing with different guests. They are the situation where the guest asking for the difficult question and I could not generate an answer to the guest, so I would pass it to the supervisor to settle it. This will also a weakness that should improve my critical thinking skills. The next will be the weight and language skill. Although I improve my communication skill, but there are still the grammar mistake among the language, so I could improve the language also in the future. This part will present about the relevancy of organization with study program. As a hospitality industry student, I have chosen hotel industry as a practical placement, which might provide a better opportunity to learn something and gaining valuable experience. So, during the practicum, I learned how to operate the system, such as a property management system and central reservation system, manage to reserve room according to the guest requirement, monitor the actual operation of check-in, check-out, and apply the ways on how to handle the guest complaint that learned during the study while practical training. So all the actual operation above was compatible to the study program of hospitality industry, and I also apply my uh, knowledge learned during the study program to the actual operation. In this slide, we will be talking about organization management readiness to cooperate and consider the suggestion and difficulties encountered during the work. The first situation will be we are facing the difficulty to work when the rises a case of COVID-19 and we concern about our health and safety. So the manager will enable us to take unpaid leave or work from home if any discomfort or symptom. The next will be I have found this difficulty during the operation where I lack the knowledge regarding the operation. So other staff were willing to deal with this problem and we have having discussion together and they also willing to assist me during the operation at any time. So in a nutshell, I appreciate to have the opportunity to execute my practicum training successfully and safely even only have a short period. And I also learned and gained many valuable knowledge and experience that could not be obtained through learning the theoretical lesson during the study program. And this practical learning it brought the benefit for me to improve myself and it's an initial stage for the future career path. Thank you for attention and listening.